I'm amazed by Bill Mayer's remarks about the president. I believe if you compare Mayer's with the president, I think he's more a wimp. In fact, I'm wondering, you see, when I start seeing Bill Maher and he has all this credibility and all this clout and all this recognition, all this celebrity status, he's just like the regular ones. I want to know how this guy really got there. Hey, he's white. And anytime you're white, you talk funny, you talk anything. Perhaps he was a comedian, and then I don't know if you know about this guy, but anyway, he don't seem to understand the environment in which we live. This is America, okay? And you got to remember that the president was elected not necessarily because he's courageous or he's handsome or he's effective. He was simply elected, at least from the human point of view, to be the fall guy, to let everything collapse on him. And now the things haven't collapsed. The fellas want the country back. Okay? They're saying that, you know what, we should never let this guy win, man, because the thing collapsed. But the unfortunate thing is that if he hadn't been elected, it would have collapsed. So that if he were to go out and look, Spain want to arrest Bush them, but he begged them not to. You know what? He'd have some serious problems on his hand if he doesn't try his utmost to prevent it. Don't say, oh, because he's black, we let them indict White Bush and all them and got him in jail. Okay? Um, he even called Bush, seriously call him stuff and call out things and let him take care of Bush. But if it were Obama, surely, they would have had him up at the Hague already, getting a hearing and a room and a new suit of clothes. Look, for example, me. I was living in Florida, in Ku Klux Klan town, Jacksonville. I'm on the city government television when they have their meetings, and I'm talking things like futuristic. And most people are saying this guy is delusional. He's crazy. They try to kill me. They try to lock me up. They try to put me in a mental institution. They had my girlfriend tell her to claim that I am mentally ill and I'm a harm to her and myself, so they could put me in a mental institution, and then they're going to keep me in there forever. Simply because I invented clean coal burning technology, carbon sequestration, and they wanted me out of the way so they could claim it their own. That is white folks. Now, look, the guy with the Facebook. In the show, social network, media, this showed that this guy basically stole somebody's idea. Look, Microsoft. Again, they said that he stole somebody's idea, but you know what? Hey, they're rich men in the world today. Look, we have Charlie Sheen on probation for domestic violence, going and beating up somebody else, trashing the place. Hey, a black person would have been thrown in jail again. But they're saying, oh, he has this 2 men and a half show, and he's always like he has to be out there. Okay, look, he again is known to pay a hooker $1,500. Look, Spitzer, 5,000 paid a hooker, and nothing happened. A black person, they would throw him in jail already for made him a John, give him a felony. He can't get no job. He's history. Look, this white guy who took his wife down in Mexico, at Cancun or wherever, and they found her in the sewer dead. They haven't charged him with nothing yet. I mean, look, OJ, they hung him down until they get him in jail. All right? So we still live in a racist world, and folks got to understand it. I think who are the wimps are the parents. We are the ones that made these kids who don't have no smarts or no potential, no abilities, tell them they're smart and they can go to Yale like Bush them, and and instead they go on to plant corn. We have people who are so selfish and so petty and childish that I want to marry our next man. I want this, I want that. And so he has to, say, well, okay. I mean, what else can he say? If he say no, they're going to go up to Washington and they'll attack the White House. So Bill Maher is the guy that is the wimp. He doesn't have the courage to understand that we live in a racist world, and that is the problem. He can't deal with the real problem, and I think that's not politically correct. That's being wimpy. So for him to come out and say the president is a wimp, he is the one that needs to go away, because The only reason Obama got in there is simply because God wanted him in there to give us a little peace. 4 or 8 years of peace so we could catch our minds. We could make our decisions. Just we could adjust to our new normal, our new reality. I mean, if white people on welfare and no job, the seasoned house and the car, I mean, that's unprecedented. He didn't cause it. But he's just here to make it, let the adjustment be, okay-ish. And then after he leaves, according to the scripture, all hell gonna break loose. Okay, not that he caused it, but he just gave us some time to catch ourselves and to understand where we're at, adjust to the new reality so that we don't necessarily destroy ourselves. So that I don't think that he's basically whimsy. It's just that the reality is that he's black and he has to be very careful what he does. You think um, uh, a black talk show host could have gone when Bush came on first and said that he wants Bush to fail and he wants Bush to be impeached and to thrown out of office? You think somebody could come out and say, look, this guy, um, what's his name, that was working the White House, the Green Czar guy. It's alleged that he said that they should check the 911 thing and investigate it. Whoops, he's out to the White House.